Hey guys, it's King Clyde here, coming at you with my NPL Tryouts battle number 3 versus Hallu, who was supposed to be John W, but John unfortunately had to drop, so they got Hallu to replace. And let's just say that this was going to be an interesting battle. So let's switch sides first. So I decided to leave my Sneasel because Sneasel is a pretty good lead versus like if he led this or like a Fable or anything like that, or like the Dragon Knight. So it was just a good lead. So it forces him to go out in the Corsola. I click Fake Out because I expect him like Mega there because he's gonna think he outspeeds and he's gonna try to like dazzling him or something. So he goes in his Corsola, he reveals his Rocky Helmet, and at that point I'm like, is this gonna be his Exard check? So he gets his rocks up with his Corsola, and he goes into his Excadrill, and I click EQ, predicting him to go into his Excadrill. And his Excadrill has leftovers, so I'm like, what is this team? Why are you bringing a defensive Excadrill when offensive does so well versus me? So I go into my Slowbro just to make sure that he is defensive, and he is, according to the damage from the Earthquake. He goes into a Shaman here, I just click Scald, because it was pretty, like, no drawback play. So then I go into my Registeel again, he clicks Leech Seed. So at this point I'm like, okay, he's probably Sub-Seed. He goes into his Excadrill again. I go into my Archeops. Only reason I went into my Archeops is because I thought he was going to click Sub. So I was willing to kind of let this get chipped. He goes into his Dragonite on my EQ. And then he goes into his Excadrill on my Stone Edge. Oh no, on my Defog. And then I think I decided to EQ here again. Yeah. So then now he goes into his Excadrill. I definitely click Acrobatics. And then he goes right back into his D-Knight. Which I probably, thinking about it, I probably should have Acrobatics there. But I was like, if he's just going to keep doing this over and over again, what's the point? And I didn't really need Archeops in this matchup. At least I didn't think so. So I click EQ there. I want to make sure that I break his multi-scale because at this point I'm like, I don't want him setting up a Dragon Dance because that was really going to be trouble for me. Even though I had his Sneasel, I still did not want him getting up a Dragon Dance. So he clicks Iron Netted there, and then I realized that he's probably Choice Band because I have a Sylveon on my team, and Choice Band and Iron Head does a ton. So I go into my Charizard predicting that he's that he's Choice Band. I just click Flare Blitz because I expected him to go into the Clefable on that Dragon Ball, but he decides to go into the Corsola. So I go into my Registeel here predicting him to Toxic, but he just gets his rocks up again. And I want you guys to know, I did not prep for Corsola at all. I have no grass moves, I have nothing for the Corsola. I just did not think he was going to bring it. I did not think he was going to bring it. So I T-Wave there. He just goes into his Excadrill. I go into my Landorus here. And he just clicks EQ.
Over the past
and then
years,
he goes into the Clefable. I click EQ there. And I'm pretty sure I Fly Z here.
Yep.
So I'm able to kill the Clefable.
Imperative to once again evolve.
So once I kill the Clefable, Lando kind of goes in, or Charizard kind of goes in. But then I also realize that I also have to kill the Corsola for Charizard to go in. He traces Clear Body, he clicks Psychic there. I'm pretty sure he Focus Fast here. No, he taunts. And I just click EQ because I expected him to go into Excadrill. He clicks S-Toss, and I'm like, what is this Alakazam set? Why is it defensive? And so I'm really, at this point, I'm just really just confused. I'm really confused on what the Alakazam is supposed to be. So he goes into Shaman there on the Slowbro. I just go right back into my Registeel. He gets Leech Seed, and he goes into the Excadrill. I click Rest because I want to keep the Registeel alive because it just helps a lot versus his team, and I don't auto lose to the D-Knight. He clicks Toxic on the Slowbro. My Slowbro is AV, by the way, so it's not terrible that he clicks Toxic, but it's still not good that this is Toxic. I really did not want this to be Toxic. So like Ice Beam there because he's obviously going to go Shaman, but it still doesn't do anything because I barely have any special attack investment. And I go right back at my Registeel. He clicks Leech Seed, goes into his Excadrill, and this battle is starting to become annoying. So I decide to make this play. I double, but he just goes into Corsola. I click Roost here, and at this point I probably shouldn't have Dragon Danced here, but I was going for game because I was really tired of all the cycles, and I just at this point I was like, if I kill this Corsola here, or if I get a lot of chip on it, I'm pretty sure I can win. And so I just click D-Dance here, and I'm pretty sure he clicks Power Gem, or no, he clicks Toxic. So I think I D-Dance again, and he clicks Power Gem into his 46, but with the Toxic, me being Toxic and everything like that, it's going to do a ton, and Dragon Claw doesn't even KO. +2, I want you guys to know, +2 Dragon Claw did not KO Corsola. That is, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought this thing was going to fall over. And then he goes into his Alakazam on my Landorus, and I realize what his set is supposed to be. The reason he's so defensive because he gets Intimidate with Trace, S-Toss, and because he has S-Toss because he doesn't have a lot of special attack investment, and it does a good amount to Registeel without having to rely on Focus Blast. And he has Recover because this is his Landorus check. This is really fire. Like this set that Hallu made for this battle is really good, and I want to give him props for it. So he just clicks Recover there, and like this thing is going to be a pain in my ass. I don't have Pursuit, so I'm forced to click Knockoff here. My Weavile can't come in again, so I just kill a Corsola. But I'm Life Orb Weavile, so it doesn't really do much. He E-speeds there on the turn that I Ice Shard. So at this point, I'm like, okay, yeah, this battle is about to be over. I'm about to lose. He switches right into his Alakazam. I click Fly. He clicks Psychic. And I typed GG in the chat because I really thought this game was over at this point. Like, there's really no way I can win this game. Shaman just stops Landorus because I've already used my Fly Z, and a 2-turn Fly is not going to do
clearly important
a ton
from a
to
thematic
this.
standpoint as well as directly from an equity market perspective. Monsoon season is very important to the Indian economy.
I didn't really give up, but like at this point, I just knew that there was no way I was going to win. This Alakazam was just going to stop everything. So I SD here, and he clicks Psychic, and I just die. I was hoping I could live maybe, but if I'm being realistic, there was really no way I could. This game was over as soon as he brought Straight Fat. My team does not face well versus Straight Fat, so this is GG. We lost the tourney. He just kills this. Oh, we didn't lose the tourney. We lost the pool battle versus Hallu, who was the replacement for John W. So right now we're sitting at 2-1. Hopefully I can still qualify. I need to play 2 more battles, 1 versus Evan and 1 versus Boris. So if I do well in those 2 battles, I should be able to make brackets, and that will give me a shot at going into NPL Majors. King Clyde for NPL Majors. Just think about that for a second. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Have a nice day. Bye!